Nerd Jason coming at you once again with another review, this time for Happy Gilmore 2, available on Netflix. This is a sequel to the 96, 95, 96, whatever. I think it's one of those years in the 90s. And it's actually one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies because I found it hilarious and I just love everything. I've seen that movie 10, 15 times, whatever. And so I was cautiously optimistic about this sequel because just a lot of the movies and stuff that's been happening lately is just I've been very disappointed with sequels, legacy sequels, sequels that come out years later. And this is 30 years now for Happy Gilmore. But anyways, let's get into it. Happy Gilmore 2. So this movie takes place like 30 years, maybe not 30 years, but it takes place sometime after he marries Valet. What was her name? I don't remember. So he ends up marrying her. They have 5 kids, something like that. And I'm not, no spoilers here, not even from the very beginning of the movie. But anyways, so we start off with the movie, and Happy Gilmore is down on his luck. He's lost everything. You do know why at the beginning of the movie. I'm not going to tell you why. Watch it, and you'll know why. And he his daughter is into ballet, and she can get into a very prestigious ballet school in Paris. It's going to cost him $75,000 a year. Like I said, he's down in his luck. He's working at a grocery store now. So he tries to get back in. He's trying to get back into golf. This movie is cameos galore. Excuse me, not a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing in this movie. But anyways, actually, let's get back to the story. So he's trying to get back into it, trying to find his happy place, so he can, get back on the tour, make some money, so he can send his daughter to this prestigious ballet school in France. He gets approached by a businessman who's starting a new brand of golf that's more fast-paced, and bigger hits, farther hits. He does something to these guys to make them be able to hit the ball farther. And he wants Happy to get into this, and Happy has no interest in this. And then we get Shooter McGavin involved, and just hilarity ensues. All right, so that's the setup for the movie. So they got to take the five. Happy's back on the tour, and they got to take the top 5 guys from the pro tour to play against the 5 guys from this new league to determine who's going to become top dog in golf. So that's the setup for the story. And like I mentioned before, there's cameos galore, but it's fan service, which is pretty good. This movie is actually very funny. I found it very entertaining. And some of the things you just see happen, you're like, oh, yeah, that's totally something I would do or people do, So, but yeah, it's very funny. It's written by Adam Sandler and someone else, I don't remember who. But anyways, yeah, it's a funny movie. I like the people in it. There's some of the cameos. I'm like, why is this person in it? But they make everything make sense, and they show flashbacks of back in the day, but with Chubbs and just different flashbacks that they have. But anyways, this movie is very funny. It is very entertaining. I do highly recommend it. If you have Netflix, there's no reason not to watch this movie. So yeah, my score for this, 0 beers being the best, 12 beers being no good, give this movie a solid 2 beers. So it is actually very highly recommended. It's funny. It's a good legacy sequel, and it's Happy Gilmore. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I got everything I wanted in this movie, and I didn't see anything that I would be like, oh man, maybe this, maybe that. It was a great movie, very entertaining, very funny. I do recommend it if you're a fan of Happy Gilmore or comedies in general. And if you haven't seen Happy Gilmore, it's also on Netflix as well. Watch that, then watch this. If you haven't seen any Happy Gilmore movie, I recommend you watching both. You will have a good time. That's a great movie night to have with you and your family or pals or whatever. These are funny movies, and I do recommend them. Anyways, that's all I got for now. Until next time, Nerdy Jason out.